Oh my God. I got a $48 plane ticket to go from Detroit to Atlanta, and I want to tell you how I got it. Do you want to know? Stay tuned. Welcome to The Radiator with Dr. G, bringing you practical solutions to help you live your best life. So, today I'm going to talk to you about how to get a $50 round trip airline ticket. The one that I got that we're going to talk about today is from Detroit to Atlanta. I know you're wondering what the airline is that I'm talking about. Is it Delta? Is it Southwest? Is it Qatar? Is it Alaska? No, it is Spirit Airlines, because sometimes you got to get in the spirit. And so I'm going to talk to you today about how to get the best price by purchasing your ticket at the airport for Spirit Airlines. First of all, let me tell you that when you're riding on Spirit Airlines, it's really not so bad. I know that there's a lot of things that people say about Spirit, but I've used Spirit many years, and I've gone up and down the East Coast. I have paid 50, 70, 60, 70, 80, 90. The most that I probably paid is $130 for an airline ticket, and that it makes me cry when I have to do that, especially flying on Spirit. But it's not a bad experience flying on Spirit if you know what to do. Now, Spirit is an Airbus. You will be flying on an Airbus. That is a bus in the air. However, I bet you didn't know that most of the flights, the commercial flights that you're flying on, are Airbuses. There's only two companies that produce commercial airlines. The two major companies are Airbus and Boeing. So everybody is riding on an Airbus at one time or another, whether it be Delta, Qatar, Alaska, China, Air China, whatever you're riding on, it could possibly and might be an Airbus. So now that we got that down, I'm going to tell you about the best time to get your ticket at the airport. For me, getting this ticket right here for $47.91, I went to the airport at probably about 8:10 p.m. I got there. I thought that I was going to be able to just roll through because it was the end of the night and people weren't going to be in the airport, and they usually close the counter, I think, at 9 o'clock. But I was wrong. There was probably a line an hour long. What I did do, and I had the blessings of the cheap ticket gods, I went into the office where they have the baggage. When you have lost your baggage, they have an office. Every airline has one. So I went into that office and I asked them if they would sell me a ticket. And they did. So I got this ticket at night with a line backed up in the airport at Spirit. It was some cancellations and a whole bunch of stuff going on, as sometimes it is. When you see Spirit, it's always a line. I got it in the office where they deal with lost bags. However, that is not the first time that I have gone into that office to get a ticket. The best time to get your discount airline ticket on Spirit is probably from 6 to 7:59 in the morning, at least at my airport, because between 6 and 8, when they open up and they're trying to get all the early flights out at the counter, they do not sell tickets to anyone that is trying to buy a ticket. That you only can buy it in that office where the baggage is. So usually early in the morning, no one is in there. You can stroll in there. Is probably 15 minutes. You can be out of there and don't even have to pay the parking fee, the $3 parking fee. Many times I've been able to do that when I found out what was going on. The other time at the counter, when I went a few days ago to buy another ticket that I got for $72 round trip, I got it at the counter. I got to the airport maybe 1:30, 1:45. So between 1:30 and probably 2:30 is a good time to go to the airport to the counter. It was only myself buying a ticket and one other person that was checking their bag. Everybody, there was nobody out there. Everything else was empty. So I was able to, again, get in, see my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend
who works at the counter, who I'm familiar with for buying tickets. Get out, 15 minutes. I didn't even have to pay the $3 parking fee at the airport. Boom. Winning. So, after the main thing that the most important thing that you need to know is that the discount is only at the ticket counter. Spirit has something that is called a passenger usage fee. When you buy your ticket online, they charge you a passenger usage fee, and it ranges probably from $9 to it could be $70. I know that I've seen it be $49.99, $19.99, $12.99. I think on the ticket that I bought, it was $19.99 each way. So the actual price on the ticket, if I would have purchased it online, was $88. I go to the airport, I get at the counter, I don't pay the passenger usage fee. Each way, they assign it for each way. And I get the ticket for $47.81. So that's the key. You don't pay the passenger usage fee. There's some other airlines that have those fees. I think Allegiant and Frontier, but really I would say Spirit is the best airline to purchase your tickets for the discount at the counter, because sometimes Frontier is not open. They have seasonal flights, and Allegiant, I'm not very familiar with that. You can look it up, but it is possible to get a discount, but I think the best one is Spirit. So there's that. What you need to do if you're traveling, because Spirit is trying to make all the money they can because they're not charging you for the airline ticket, is bring your own snacks. So you can bring your own food. Many times I stop at this little sandwich shop on the way to the airport and get my little din-din and my snacks and take them through security with me. You do not have to purchase food in the airport if you don't want to. You can bring it. The only thing that you can't bring through security is your beverage. But if you have an empty bottle, you can then get your water once you get through security, and now you straight. You have your meal and you have your beverage. You can purchase things on the plane, but I don't suggest that. Even if you're flying on Delta, which sometimes I do, you are getting some maybe honey roasted peanuts. You can get pretzels. They're going to give you a half a glass of pop with some ice, and the ice is questionable because I heard that you're not supposed to drink the water on the plane. But no tea, no coffee, only bottled things. But and then everybody has to pay for their drinks. So let me not forget the Biscoff cookies, because I like the Biscoff cookies. But you know what? You can bring the Biscoff cookies. I found a place where you can buy them and you can take them with you if you need that. But if you have your food, when you get on the plane, you have your water, or you purchase your beverage once you got it, probably $3 inside the airport, then you're good and you don't have to pay for that, and you can be cool and you don't have to get their, snazzy snacks. All right. Now, there's some additional fees that you need to know about. There is a cancellation fee. It's a whole bunch of fees, actually. When you go through to look up your ticket and see how much it's going to cost and see what the passenger usage fees, they try to sell you everything. But there's a cancellation fee, which is I know for a fact that if you buy the ticket in less than 7 days, you cannot utilize the 24-hour cancellation fee. They will refund your money. You have 24 hours to change your mind if you buy your ticket outside of 7 days before the flight. Now, there's a baggage fee, of course. Know that your bag needs to be less than 40 pounds. I have seen too many people get a citizen's arrest at the counter. And then one of my friends, I can tell you personally, she had this little bag that she thought was she was going to carry on the plane, but it wouldn't fit in the little measurement thing because it had an extra handle or something on it. It didn't fit the dimension. She had to pay $75 at the counter to get her bag to Florida so that we could be at the party. It was devastating. I wanted to cry for her when she told me. So, make sure that your bag is 40 pounds or less. I've seen some strangers in the airport when I've been there purchasing tickets, and they're like, we thought it was 50 pounds, 40 pounds. If your bag on Spirit is over 40 pounds, you're going to have to pay, and they jug you. So you don't want that. Make sure your bag is under 40 pounds. But to avoid the fee altogether, you can get a little under the seat bag. And this is my savior all the time. I found this online. They sell it at Walmart. They sell it at Home Depot. It's called a Travel Pro. It's an under the seat bag. It fits the specific dimensions because you don't have to pay on Spirit and some of the other airlines, low cost airlines, if your bag can fit underneath the seat, because you know they charge you to put it in the overhead bin. This is called a Travel Pro. I think it's TPRC. I fit 4 days worth of clothes in here going to New Orleans in this little bag. It has pockets. It has, you know, a lot of stuff, some space, more space than you would think if you roll your things. And then it even has a little USB cord. You have to buy a battery to put in here. I lost my battery. However, this is a lifesaver. I hit my mother to it, and she has one as well. And we are very, very happy with our inexpensive tickets on Spirit Airlines and our under the seat bag. Cool. All right. You can still check your bags and then carry this. And then, you know, when you bring a bag on the plane, this is your bag where you can have all your stuff. Now, it doesn't fit a laptop. And sometimes I have to bring my backpack if I want to take my big laptop. But again, the under the seat bag is the move. $35, you win. So another tip that I will tell you about is, and this doesn't have anything to do with Spirit. This is just so you know, on Delta, I told you about the 24-hour cancellation fee on Spirit, and generally all the airlines, they give you 24 hours to cancel. But with Delta, the cool thing about them is that you, even if you buy your ticket the day before, I had to buy a ticket to go to Chicago last year, and I didn't know I was going to purchase a car, and I didn't know if I was going to buy the car, so I needed a ticket to get home. I bought the ticket first thing in the morning. I still had 24 hours to cancel that ticket. So if I bought the ticket at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, I had until Wednesday to cancel the ticket. But I was actually going to use the ticket on Tuesday to fly back if I didn't buy the vehicle. I was able to cancel the ticket before it was time for my flight, which was at 2:30 in the afternoon. But if I did not cancel that ticket and I missed the flight, because the 24-hour fee is in effect on whatever it is you buy, I still would have been able to get my money back. So just know that about Delta, since I'm giving you tips about airlines, that's a cool thing about Delta. You got 24 hours whether your ticket, you miss your flight or not. So that's the bomb. Okay, so I think that I've told you, I've covered most of the things. The most important thing is that you get to the airport so that you can buy the ticket. If you can't get to the airport, there's some people that can't get to the airport. If you have some friends, some family members that can get your ticket, if not, you can hit me up and I might be able to work something out with you. Because I know with families, if you can save $40 a ticket and you have 4 people in your family, that's $160. That's a lot of money that you can use for other things and for whomever. Whether you're flying by yourself or you flying with others, the more money that you save on your airline ticket is the more money that you can have to do what you would like to do at the party, okay? And live your best life. So, just know that is not how you get there. It's just that you made it. So whether you fly on Spirit, you fly on Delta, you take the train, you take the bus, you made it to the party. So the more money you save, the better off your life is. And that's how I'm living. I would like to thank you very much for watching The Radiator with Dr. G.